One of the things that international men who travel a lot or go to other countries a lot or do whatever, one of the common mistakes they make is they don't understand how to date and or have sex with women in other countries. And I guess I shouldn't say have sex. I'm talking about maintaining a woman more than one or two night stands while you're there for a week. So I should probably get that out of the way really quick. If your goal is to go to some country for a week or two and hook up with some girls and then leave and you'll never see them again and you don't care and you'll never be back to that country ever again, then fine, do whatever you want. This video here is about how to maintain women, or if it's a good idea to maintain women who are long distance. And that applies both to women in other countries, and it also applies to women who are long distance if they're in the same country. If you live in a large country like the United States, and if you live in somewhere like, I don't know, if you live in Austin, Texas, do you want to maintain an FB or MLTR or OLTR with a woman who lives in New York, for example? Because that would be almost the equivalent of her living in another country. She doesn't live in another country, but she's very far away. So long distance relationships. So first off, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, long distance relationships with the expectation of being monogamous are literally the stupidest thing people do in relationships. It is literally the dumbest thing people attempt. To have a monogamous girlfriend, boyfriend, or married relationship where you're thousands of miles apart for an extended period of time. That is stupid. It is dumber than even getting traditionally monogamously married. Because even under a TMM, you get some benefits. There are no benefits to having a girlfriend or wife who lives far, far, far away from you, who you only see occasionally. That is when it's monogamous. That is stupid. And by the way, it doesn't matter if you have a good reason. Guys will say, well, but I was transferred from my job and she couldn't leave my job, so we had to do it. I don't care what the reason is. It's a terrible fucking idea. You're going to cheat and get caught, or more likely, she's going to cheat and you're going to go crazy. All these guys in the military, I have a lot of friends who are military and ex-military, and these young guys who have to get sent off to Iraq or Afghanistan, and they're gone for 14 months and they're married. Well, but I'm in the army. I have to go. What am I supposed to do? I didn't say you don't have to go. I'm saying don't be surprised when, not if, when you come back and your wife or girlfriend is pregnant with some other guy's kid, which happens all the goddamn time, including when I went to high school, a couple that happened. Happens all the time. That is just stupid. So I should go without saying monogamy is dumb enough. Okay, the Alpha Male 2.0 doesn't do monogamy at all anyway. But it's really dumb when you attempt monogamy and you're long distance. Don't do it. That is the dumbest thing people do. Getting monogamous with someone long distance and expecting that to work, you're an idiot. So next we have to put this in context of the three relationship types: FBs, MLTRs, and OLTRs. Really fast if you don't know. FB is a friend with benefits. Someone you just hook up with and have sex. You don't date her. You don't go on dates. She doesn't spend the night. She's your friend you have sex with. An MLTR is a woman you're dating. You actually date her, go on dates. You have romantic feelings for her, but it's non-monogamous. You can have multiple MLTRs if you want. OLTR is your girlfriend, or if you move in with her, your wife. So those are the levels. Can you have a long distance OLTR? Long term, no. No, that is pretty stupid. Short term, that's fine. Sometimes things in your life come up where short term you have to be away. Right now, I am away from Pink Firefly for quite a bit as we make this transition, but it's temporary. It's over in about 3 months. It's not long term in our marriage, so it's okay. And I see her all the time. Matter of fact, next week I'm flying back to the US and I'll be spending a week or two with her. And then a few weeks after that, she'll be flying out to Dubai to spend a few weeks with me. So, but it's temporary. It's okay. Even then I don't like it, but it's temporary. Other than that, no, no, no. Can you have a long distance MLTR? There is no rule saying that you can't, but it is not recommended. I have seen a lot of Alpha Male 2.0s attempt this, and never once have I seen it work well. I've never seen it work well one time. Not once. I'm trying to even think of an exception. I can't think of an exception. So I'm not saying you can't do it, but you can certainly give it a shot. Just set your expectations very low. If you are dating a woman with feelings from another country, how are you supposed to maintain that? Even if it's non-monogamous, because MLTRs are, how do you think you're supposed to maintain that with any sort of consistency, especially when she's allowed to date, not have sex with, but date other men? Most likely she's going to find another boyfriend and you'll be gone. That's just how this works. Be realistic about this. FBs, can you maintain FBs in other countries? Yes. Yes, and you should. Every Alpha Male 2.0 watching this video should have long distance FBs. For years, over a decade, I have had multiple long-term FBs all over the United States and all over the world. and they're wonderful, and I highly recommend them. So how does that work? Well, first of all, you have to know your schedule. If it's a country or city you return to a lot, then obviously you can inform your FBs of that schedule so they know, hey, I'll be back in July. Hey, I'll be back in October. Hey, I'll be back next January. So they know that you're coming. That's very important. Give them your schedule. Number two, you have to maintain some level of contact. And the amount of contact really varies based on the woman and based on the scenario, but you don't want to go months and months and months without any contact with her. She'll forget about you and move on. So you want to occasionally text her using whatever texting app you're using. If you use normal text or WhatsApp or WeChat or whatever it is you're using, it's all international, so use it works. You want to maintain that link at least a little bit every few weeks or every week or two, depending on how deep the FB is, how long-term the FB is, her personality, how much she likes you, and the country where she lives, and how long it'll be until you see her again. Those are all the factors you kind of need to put into play. If it's someone you really like and really want to maintain, and it's someone that you're going to see on a regular basis because you're going to go back to that country over and over again, you could even take the next step and occasionally do little quick video calls on your phone. Zoom, Skype, Snapchat, WhatsApp, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Not long drawn out conversations. Don't talk to her for 45 minutes. This is not a girlfriend. This is not an MLTR. This is an FB. 10 minutes is fine. 10, 15 minutes and you're out and you're fine, and then do it again maybe in a few weeks. That's perfectly fine. You need to maintain that link. Something else I have to say about this, and this is another contentious topic, but I'm right about this. Do not go to a country just because a girl is there. Okay? A lot of beta male guys, a lot of recovering beta male guys, a lot of red pill guys in the red pill world will do this. They will actually buy a plane ticket and go to a country just because they met a girl online. Do not do this. Now, the one exception to this is if you're a very old man, if you're over the age of 60 and you've been out of a marriage and you just have no game and you're an old guy. I'll make adjustments for you. But if you're under the age of 60 and you don't look old, no. Never ever travel to a country just because you want to have sex with women or a particular woman in that country. That is beta, that is needy. I know guys disagree with me about that, but I have never done that in my entire life. Never in my entire life, ever once. And I've been all over the world. I've been to many countries, many cities all over the world. Never once have I traveled to a country because the primary reason is I wanted to fuck girls there or I wanted to hook up with a particular girl there. I have never done that in my entire life. I go for other reasons. I go for reasons around my mission, business reasons, financial reasons, investment reasons, Five Flags reasons. And while I'm there, I will have fun. That is more alpha. That makes more sense. You know what, it sends chills down my spine that some guy in the Western world would buy a plane ticket for $1,200 just to fly out to have sex with a woman when he lives in a big city and there's hundreds of thousands of hot girls all around him right by his apartment or his house. It's stupid. By the way, that also applies to flying women to you. Don't spend money flying women to you. Now, the exception to that would be if you're doing hardcore sugar daddy game, then I guess you could make the argument. But that better not be the only girl you're seeing. If you're doing sugar daddy game like that and you have enough money to fly women to you, you better be seeing multiple women, and she's one of the multiples. She's not the only woman you're excited about. Now we're back to beta again. Be aware of this. That is needy, and that is beta, and that is outcome dependent, and that is shitty for your self-esteem when you feel like you have to travel across the planet just to have sex with a pretty girl when there's numerous pretty girls in your own city or within your own region. Remember that. If you need more help designing an international lifestyle, and I have a lot more videos and topics on this coming very, very shortly, you can go to joinsmic.com. That is my audio training and mentorship program. Or you could click this video here on why you guys who live in California, moving out of California is not the answer, or less bad states is not the answer. Or you can watch this video here on the first step to internationalizing your life. I will see you in the next video. Bye.